Relations between the US and Turkey have been strained for some time, but these Russian-made missiles are making that worse. The US is threatening to impose sanctions on Turkey if it doesn't cancel the deal for the S-400 missile defense system, a threat that some are warning could be counterproductive.
The United States need Turkey, especially in the Middle East, if the Iran issue is taken into consideration. And I expect compromise because the United States in the Middle East is dependent on Turkish territory, Turkish support in terms of soft power.
When the war in Syria escalated, Turkey complained missiles sold by its NATO allies were too expensive, and in 2015 its partners withdrew their Patriot missiles from southern Turkey. Turkey then turned to Russia to boost its missile defenses. Now some say Moscow is exploiting that decision.
Here the overriding motivation on the side of Moscow is really to trigger a political escalation between Turkey and the United States, which will have a very negative impact on the cohesion of the Western alliance and NATO in particular.
Turkey and Russia say their deal will go ahead and they will jointly produce a next-generation missile, S-500. But in retaliation, the US is threatening to pull an agreement with Turkey to produce F-35 jets, something that benefits Turkish companies by up to $12 billion. With a struggling economy, that's hard for Ankara to ignore. While some fear possible US sanctions on the Turkish defense industry could cost billions of dollars, others believe the US is triggering the tension to stop Turkey from buying the S-400 missile system. But the common concern is that if there's a crisis with Washington, it could cause a recession and force the lira to lose its value even further. Sinem, Koseoglu, Al Jazeera, Istanbul.